I've seen these like game addiction lawsuits a lot recently. Now, I've really seen them, I feel like, on the big three: Fortnite, Minecraft, and Roblox. I really have not seen any, at least from my perspective, on Xbox and PlayStation, but that is actually what one man has done. This has been filed about a week ago against basically Xbox and PlayStation, along with Epic Games, which is Fortnite, and Mojang, which is Minecraft, but not Roblox. Yes, this is all from one individual. We see right here the filing from January 27th against those four companies. This was in Mississippi in a court, so it says many modern video games are fun and engaging adventures that allow players to immerse themselves in the gameplay and the world of the game. However, in addition to these endlessly creative and fun games, there are some video games that pose serious known risks to players. This litigation seeks to hold each defendant accountable for failing to warn and failing to include available safeguards against the known risks associated with excessive use of their video game products, and choosing instead to implement programming that both caused and amplified these risks in order to increase the defendant's profits. Okay, so yes, essentially the lawsuit is saying that these game platforms are too fun, they're way too engaging, and they know what they're doing, and that's causing damages. So it looks like the plaintiff is Kevin Rawls Jr. This is an individual. This isn't like a celebrity or like a known individual with like any kind of online presence that I can see. It's just kind of somebody. He alleges that he developed a game addiction that began at about age 10, and this all basically began with PlayStation and Xbox. These companies failed to basically disclose how fun their games are. It says, despite being fully aware of these risks, defendants marked their respective games, Fortnite, Minecraft, Xbox, and PlayStation, without implementing simple safety features such as adequate parental controls, warning, or opt-in limits on the time players can spend in-game. It says, instead, defendants chose to add features to their products that they knew would be addictive in order to maximize time spent in their respective games and platforms, thus improving the odds of players making in-game purchases and thereby increasing defendants' profits. Rather than taking necessary steps to mitigate the known risks associated with prolonged exposure to video games, the defendants intensified the problem by causing and profiting from addiction in minors and young adults. So yeah, this is getting into the territory of like it's harming kids, it's getting people addicted as young as like the plaintiff said, you know, he was 10 years old, I guess, when his video game addiction started. Yeah, this goes the length of like actually giving statistics on like how often people are playing video games. It even shows like wavelengths or like scans of brains like on video games. Gives a lot of details to kind of just make their point, and then we see right here what they are demanding, what they are wanting to come from this. It is kind of vague right now. There's not like a specific dollar amount that is asked for. Number one right there says, for plaintiffs' general damages, including pain and suffering and emotional distress, according to proof at the time of trial. Talks about like medical expenses as well, and then like attorney fees. Yeah, but the main thing is like damages, I guess, that were allegedly a result of this video game addiction. So yeah, I mean, I have no idea where this lawsuit or all of the other lawsuits like this are going, but yes, I have seen these like quite a bit more often. I feel like, again, I really feel like it was the big three that I was seeing a lot of this on: Minecraft, Roblox, and Fortnite. Not so much PlayStation and Xbox, I feel like, well, you know, until recently. Now there is this lawsuit. I don't know where it's gonna go. We will just have to, I guess, just sit back and see.